This is the Zmoto pan and tilt, and of course it comes in a lovely box just like the pivot does. This is going to be so back and forth, but when you're picking out your Zmoto, it's really important that you understand what features each one has so you can pick the one that is going to be the best for your environment. And they are very much the opposite from each other, and let's go through this. I've already installed Zinc here. Now Zinc does not have to be installed, and I'm sorry, I keep using the name as if that's what you're going to name yours, as if you were even crazy enough to name yours in the first place. But it does not have to. You can just set it down. First, while we were testing out where we wanted it, we had it just sitting right here, and it'll do what it does. It's just I wanted it higher up and out of the way, so it does come with a bracket where you can install it. It's your choice either way. I say she and he because we named ours just, to be smart. This one is Zoe for Zmoto, and the other one being also a Zmoto, but connecting to the Zinc app is Zinc. So this one's a he. Get used to it. Zmoto pivot can actually turn around when there is motion and capture it. The pan and tilt does not. The camera can move in directions that the pivot cannot move in, but it is all manual. You are going to control it. Now this one, because it can pan and tilt, you can direct this camera to go up and down, side and side, which means that we can now not only look from one end of the house to the other, but we can also follow up the stairs, which is something when my husband is, checking in on us and he wants to call to us up there, he likes to be able to pan up the stairs. Now this one, and excuse the home improvements I'm making right now, so it's a little messy. This one we used to keep by the front door, but because the pivot has a reaction time that can sometimes miss a moment. See, she just caught my moment right there, and I've been in the room. So she can be missing a moment. So what we did was we set her, and we're still getting ready to permanently install this here on the wall. We set her so that she is automatically facing the front door. So no matter what, she will catch that. Then she can also see the back door here. And in fact, she comes with little tabs, door tabs, that if the door opens, she will automatically pivot to. Problem is, they are made for a flatter door and will not work. They won't sit flush the way they're supposed to on a more decorative frame. So we have not installed those. But nonetheless, she is able to pivot to both doors. And both of them are controlled through the same app. So that is really nice. You're just going into one app and controlling anything. Here is Zinc and here is Zoe. When Zinc has something to show you, it's going to be, oh look, there's a camera. That's me. It's going to be in little bursts, little images. See here, it's one picture, one picture, one picture. And so it's like slow motion movement. Picture, picture, picture. And you can flip through all of the images just like that. You don't have to come in and out. Now, you see how this is black and white? That's because this is at night. This is the night viewing, and it's just as good as day viewing, except you are missing the color. That's amazing. So the night vision is awesome. Now let me go into Zoe here. Now Zoe is the pivot. And Zoe actually takes video. So Zoe will take like 5-second little video clips to show the motion that happened around her. Now, one thing that this brings up is sound, and this may be simply to my machines. When it comes to electronics, I can't promise you're going to get the exact same thing as I do. Some little tiny little connection could be different, and in this case what I have going on is Zinc has crystal clear sound, so when I'm listening to any recorded information, I hear everything beautifully, but her mic is not so good. When you come into the app and you click on which camera you want, in this case it's going to be Zinc, you can click to talk, and then you're talking into the machine. So the sound is coming out here, but the thing is with Zinc it's very quiet. So you're like, speak up, you have to come right to the machine, and you're all like, I didn't hear that, what? When you talk through it, you're not getting much voice out, but when you listen to a recording, everything is clear. Zoe here, on the other hand, you can hear her very well, But when you play back a recording, you're getting a lot of static. At least I am on my machine. Now, if I am rotating Zoe, if we rotate her, her sound will cut off, and this is to protect her wiring. That's what they say. We're going to test you out now. So ready? Zoe has built-in memory. So she has about a week's worth of built-in memory. I can go back and look at the entire week. Zinc does not, but Zinc actually has a little slot. Okay, you can see here is an SD disk, a micro SD disk, and I'm going to put it back in because it's not doing me any good out. Okay, so you can put whatever size in there, and there's the thing, this one does not have it built in like Zoe does, but you can put a lot more in, whereas Zoe's is already predetermined. You can put a much larger amount in here. Now I actually only had a small SD card, so I think it was what, 8 gigabytes. I would love to add 64 gigabytes, but for right now that's what I had on hand without going to the store. Now if I go into the app, then I can go in here and go to the calendar and say I want to look at yesterday. Zinc and Zoe will both do this. You can go into the calendar and you can go, any of these yellow marks are where it saw activity happening. So let's go to a nice big yellow mark. So you can watch your entire day go by. You can go back for as much memory as you put in there. You can go back and just watch your whole day. Oh my gosh, I just realized I wasn't quite proper right there. Let's find a place where I'm proper. Sorry. Maybe we should go to a different day because I was busy that day. And making shirts. That was the day we made shirts. Well, we didn't physically make the shirts. We were making a logo to go on the shirts. All right, see, so you can just follow your whole day. So this is good for so many things. Settling arguments, oh my gosh. Also good for checking to see who is doing what around the house. Oh look, there's my nephew. He is cleaning my floors. Sweet kid when he comes. I love it. I'm just going from one yellow area to another to see if there's anything that is interesting. I could just stick with it and watch what happens, how it plays out naturally, but that would be boring for you. I'm telling you, having Zinc and Zoe here has been very entertaining for us. All right, obviously we're at nighttime because you can see it's sort of black and white grayish color. All right, so I'm gonna hop out of here, and hopefully I've given you enough information for you to decide if this is what you are looking for. Again, this one is the Zmoto Pan and Tilt. And let's watch her pan and tilt. Okay, you as low as you can go, baby. Looking up, up, stretch it. Okay, let's try the other side. You wanna look over there? Interesting. Hello. Wait, there we go. So you can see how that works. And again, that one has to be manually done. The pivot can do it automatically when you're not paying attention, but she can also be a little delayed in her reaction, so it's nice if you have her already facing the wall as her natural starting point, just in case. But if she hears or sees a movement, then she will start to turn that way and record that motion as well. So there's Zinc right there behind me. And I have to say, this is more than just security for us. I'm losing focus on Zinc. It is a communication device. My husband is gone for long periods of time, and he can always just look in and say hello, and sometimes he does. It's like, what, huh? It's so funny. My son and I would be working on a project in the living room, and all of a sudden he's all, ooh, I like that, spin it around, let me see it better. So that's really cool. So it's really about keeping in touch. It's about having a record of your week. You know how sometimes you think, oh my God, I wish I had a camera to capture that moment, that would have been so cool. That moment was captured. You just have to go back through your files and you've got it. So that's also awesome. And then yes, there is the security. If anybody comes in here, even if they take it, I've got it right there on my phone. I've got it in my files. And yes, Zmoto is still working on the cloud, but they are getting that up and going. But in the meantime, it is so easy to download anything that is in your app. So easy. Even if it was something that recorded through the whole week and it wasn't something you saved in your events, you can just go through the recording and click the record button and you've got the whole thing. The only problem that I ever have with... Hopefully she'll get over it. The only problem I have with the Zmoto products, and this is within the app, so it's going to apply to any of them, is that you have to, if you're going to actively record something, you have to tell it that you want the mic on, is it the mic, you know, the little speaker thing? You have to tell it you want that on, or it's not going to give you any sound. But if I go back through the week and record some and see a recording I want and download that, I get the sound. It's really weird. You'll figure it out. It's not a huge issue. I just wish that they would just always include sound and have you say you don't want it rather than having you ask for it. It's not the sexiest place. I have not found the sexiest place for it, but I have found the best place as far as it being able to see anything and everywhere. So that once again, our family is together. We're always able to communicate and see what each other is up to and stay bonded. So it's cool.
He's feeling better now that we played it again. Yeah, I need to put on, but okay. And me.